Nas, Godson, 21-year anniversary. Had the opportunity to listen to it this week. Let's go track by track, and I'm gonna give you my assessment at this very moment. All right, here we go. Get Down, produced by Salam Remy. Need I say more? This song is a tone setter. Can't even front on it, man. Nas was styling out the gate. I would consider this to probably be a top 5 Nas introduction track of his whole discography. Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. There's not much to add to this. This is just a fire track. It is what it is. It played its position, did what was necessary. Tone setter. Carry the cross. Man, first off, I gotta say, Eminem's production wasn't as bad as I thought it was on here, revisiting it with mature ears. But it wasn't great by any stretch of the imagination. Don't ever get it twisted. It works because Nas typically sounds good over minimal elements. Just go through his discography, whether he's on the track over piano or some horns. When it's minimal elements and he has the opportunity to be, his lyrics are at the forefront, he typically shines in those moments. The hook is energetic and could have been better. Absolutely. Like the production coming off of Get Down, you can tell there's levels of superiority with regards to who's the producer, but it serves its purpose. Like you can actually get through the song. It's not terrible. Made You Look. Listen, this is prototypical hip hop. Break beat and rhymes. Just a reminder that, well, at least for me, listening to this track, I felt like Nas is trying to remind people that the throne is occupied. If someone was not familiar with this thing that we call hip hop, Made You Look would probably be one of the first 3 records I played for them. When you hear it, close your eyes, it just feels and sounds like hip hop. Shout out to Salam Remy. Problem. Last Real Ninjas. All right, before I begin talking about the actual song itself, let me take the moment to give a huge salute to Ron Browse. Back to back, we was able to get the Ether and Last Real Ninjas, man. That's something that should be commended. Like a lot of people, no one was able to pull that off, but he got both tracks. This is a song where history is told in chronological order, in a conversational style, yet is direct enough to pierce your soul. It embodies everything: drama, deceit, pain, the importance of priorities or having them, people's thirst for fame, and most importantly, the maturity or evolution of a man. Last Real Ninjas, like that's timeless music right there. Let's move on to Zone Out. Presently, or when this album dropped, I was not a fan of this production. It's not horrible, but I never really felt the song. I don't know, I can't really connect to it. Production was different for Salam Remy. It sounds more like a Swiss Beats type beat, but I will say this. Nas' verse is incredible on this song. Like, I've always felt that over the years. Like, that verse is incredible. Maybe the sequencing, I don't know. It's just, I know it comes on after, Last Real Ninjas and right before Hey Nas, right? I don't know, maybe the sequence is off. Maybe I'm overthinking. Let me know in the comment section what you think about Zone Out. But I will say Jungle wasn't whack. Wiz wasn't whack. Nas bodied the joint. It's just, I never connected with this record, and I still feel the same way at this present time. Hey Nas. Claudette Ortiz, I always thought that she would be a star. She was so talented to me, man. Nas is getting busy on here. If you're from Queens, New York, most people know that like OGs have a connection to that Kenni Burke Rising to the Top joint. Like, it's like an anthem in Queens. I personally love it myself. And that was the forefront or the foundation of this production by Salam Remy. Nas was spazzing on here, mixed very well. The hook left something to be desired. I think it could have been 10 times better. But based on the subject matter, I can't even really give an alternative direction as to what they should have written. Like, I just know that I don't like the hook, but it's not so bad that I can't listen to the song. Production's tight. Writing, the verses are tight, but the hook was, I Can. In the same vein of Made You Look, this is hip hop, man. Salam Remy, meshing two different worlds. Impeach the president with a hint of Beethoven. That's genius. I will say the record resonates with me today more than it did in the past. When it dropped, I understood that he was dropping jewels. I caught the jewels, but it always felt like he wasn't talking to me per se. But 20 plus years later, after I've become a father, this song means everything to me. As an artist, is a lesson within that, right? Like whatever you're feeling, whatever you want to write about, talk about, the messaging, positive messaging you want to put out, don't kind of put it to the back burner because you feel as though people won't understand it. In due time, your audience will gravitate towards it. So be free, do you. Book of Rhymes. The last words that are mentioned on I Can is save the music, y'all. Save the music, y'all. Then we go into Book of Rhymes. And this is a masterpiece to me. Some people may say I need to use another term, but something about this song, man. It's a brilliant conceptual record. Nas and Alchemist have a chemistry that many people haven't encountered in any area in life. He delivered on the creativity. Everything is on full display here. It's a great performance as well. And when I mean performance, I mean in the sense of the way it's recorded. He has the ad-libs in between, and it takes a certain focus and intentionality to come across as believable because he's reading out of his book of rhymes. So this record is A1. I even did a lyrical breakdown video on it. I'll put it in the description. You can check it out if you want to. Thug Mansion, Nas and Pac. How could you possibly go wrong with that? Acoustic guitars, no drums, brought together by a heartfelt chorus. This is a song, and peep how Nas rhymes around Tupac's featured verse. Not competing, just attempting to make the overall song better. It's not about who had the best verse, who had the most punchlines, none of that. The main focus was the song, and that's why this works, man. Didn't try to outdo anyone. Just complimented each other. Fire. Mastermind. Now it sounds very comfy on Alchemist's production. Just go down the whole discography. You know that. He found a dope pocket on this joint. And, you know, as a older listener, like listening to it intently, it's almost as if he was trying to remind people of his status, of who he was. Last verse, bars 5 through 8, very unique and dope perspective. Go listen to that. Warrior. Man, Nas is so transparent on this song. You can sort of hear the pain in his voice. Like if you really just zone out to it, as he speaks on his mother and what he's seen during interactions with others. I wasn't a big fan of the production when it first dropped back in 2002, but I'm in a different place. Hindsight definitely changes things. Back then, I was so big on chopped up soul and, you know, dirty drums, but now I understand, or I have grown to understand how an album should be crafted and put together, you know. This literally sounds like a Warrior song, like an anthem. It has a different pace, rhythm, and some simplicity. Being simple is your friend, you know. Shout out to Nas and 8 keys on this, crucial keys at that. Revolutionary Warfare, here we go. Arguably my favorite song on this entire project. Alchemist provided some more heat. I love the programming on it, like the little subtleties, man, within the drums and even the sample itself. Nas is locked in. This is everything I envisioned an album cut to be. A lot of people call them B-sides, but when we're talking about songs outside of the single itself, when I envision them, this is the feeling I want while listening to it. The mixing as well, written beautifully, soul sample that's really talking to you, and it fits great within the content, you know. Solid song, solid, and I'm being generous by saying that, solid. I could give so many other great adjectives, but it's a solid song. Let's move on to Dance. Man, what a way to honor someone, man. Incredible song, descriptive writing, vulnerability, no tricks, no gimmicks, just raw emotion. The late, great Chucky Thompson was on the boards for this one. And boy, did he provide the landscape for Nas to be Nas. There's a perfect marriage between lyrics and musical composition. And Nas he literally poured his heart out on this track. And you can feel it, man. It's touching. Very touching record, man. Last track we have is Heaven. Heaven sounds like an orchestral gospel. Like, it's simple, but had so many different moving parts and elements that it sounds like more than it really is. Simple, but effective bass line is there. Strings and some truncated drums. Nas' flow was money on this. Julie Black, she sounds incredible. She's on the hook. Even her vocal arrangements within the hook or even the verse is reminiscent of like Sunday morning devotional service. Like, this is a great song. And once again, it fits the content. Like, this entire album, like, there was a theme, but it wasn't a singular thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe this is like Nas's most emotional album and a moving tribute to his mother, you know, Miss Ann Jones. She's mentioned all throughout this project, and you almost get the sense that he's in awe of the fact that she raised two young kings in the hood, and he's appreciative and forever grateful. Godson, man, I'm really going to have to rethink my top 5 or top 6, because listening to this album intently, track by track, numerous times, this album has aged gracefully. Really has. It really has. I'm not about to deem it classic and timeless. No, it's just a quality album. And coming off of Stillmatic, Nas always had the uncanny ability to go left field, right? Stillmatic was a reminder, and this here was like just grown man, heartfelt music. His work, his music matches his life. You know what I'm saying? Something to be said about that. Let me know in the comments section what you think. What's your favorite track on Godson? What do you rank it? Nas's discography. You don't have to give a specific number. You can top 3, top 5, top 7, top 10. And also, once again, Get Down. Is that a top 5 Nas intro track? You agree with me? Let me know in the comment section. It's your man Eeze at the Eeze Experience. I appreciate all of y'all out there. Go get your G.
Hey, yo, Eeze.